Hi guys, thanks for joining us. You're here watching our OLBG preview of Chelsea versus Liverpool. It's a huge game in the league. I'm delighted to say I'll be here to preview the game with yourself, give you OLBG members' best bets, their views, and a few stats and a bit of team news along the way as well. Obviously, this fixture has been, in recent years, a really interesting game, not only in the league, but obviously there was that period of time where Chelsea and Liverpool kept drawing each other and playing each other in the Champions League. And there's a real buzz about this game for a number of reasons. Jose Mourinho is probably going to take the headlines before the game and quite possibly could lose his job afterwards if things don't go his way. We'd love to get your views on Jose. Just add your comments. Do you think he's possibly running out of time, depending on this result? And obviously the manager in the opposite dugout is going to be Jurgen Klopp, who I imagine will be afforded plenty of time by Liverpool fans. They've had an interesting run of games, plenty of 1-1 draws, but it's starting to look like he's possibly getting a team that's going to pick up results despite plenty of injuries. Well, let's delve straight into those stats, as I mentioned. Liverpool, Chelsea, it's a game that evokes plenty of memories for lots of different football fans. I myself look back on those Champions League eras. Plenty of fans will mention the game that obviously possibly cost Liverpool the league with Steven Gerrard's slip. But recent history between them, Chelsea are unbeaten in the last 6 Premier League meetings with Liverpool, winning 3 and drawing 3. Liverpool, however, do tend to score, and they've only failed to do that in one in their last 10 games against Chelsea in the league. So there's an indicator there that you've got to be looking at possibly both teams to score, and I'll come on to the bet that the OLBG members are suggesting a little bit later. But Liverpool are unbeaten in the last 5, which is their best run in a long time, as you can see on the screen there. Brendan Rodgers obviously was manager in charge. Before that, he struggled, let's be honest. Liverpool and him peaked at that time when they nearly won the league. Ever since then, it was always going to be a difficult ask to follow up with the best players that he had at his disposal, like Luis Suarez leaving the club. I want to know from you guys, who do you think will finish higher this season, Liverpool or Chelsea? Because right now, I think plenty of you out there would say Liverpool. I really do. I think they've got renewed emphasis and push, and they're really keen to get on. And I think Klopp's the right man for the job. But we want your views on that. Mourinho, however, he's lost his last 6 of his last 12 Premier League matches. Now, before that run, he'd lost 6 in just 64 matches. So I think it's clear to see something is not right at Chelsea. They've had the season of all seasons with everything that could go wrong going wrong. They've suffered injury, they've suffered red cards, they've suffered off-the-pitch incidents. Realistically, it's going to be a huge ask for them to have a title challenge this season. It's pretty much gone, and it's been a disastrous defence to the title. Interesting head-to-head between those managers we mentioned. Jose Mourinho has only one of his previous meetings with Jurgen Klopp. He's only one in all the time, and that was in the semi-final. I think it's going to be a tough game. I really do, and I understand why the OLBG members have gone for the bet they have. Just to touch on the team news, Courtois and Ivanovic still out for Chelsea. There's a very slim chance that Costa could make the game. He's got an issue with his ribs after previous game. Be interesting to see if he makes it. For Liverpool, James Milner's back. And the best news for Liverpool, Christian Benteke could start. They're going to need a striker like him, and he will give the Chelsea back 4 problems all day long. And I think if he starts, Liverpool have got a great chance of getting something out the game. Let's come on to those all-important bets that the OLBG members are suggesting. Now, I think this is a great shout. They're going for the draw, which is a best price 5-2 with Bet365. This game, it's so hard to call that a draw, a resilient Liverpool taking on a Chelsea side that are short of confidence and short in numbers. I think the draw makes perfect sense as a value play. For the reason of that, we've put up the 1-1 draw as well, because I can see both sides nicking a goal each, but it's very difficult to see one side dominating, especially with a lack in strikers potentially on both sides. Daniel Sturridge isn't going to be playing. Benteke may not last a full game or may come on from the bench. No Costa. It's hard to see it being a goal fest. So we've taken a look at it, and we think 13-2 with Bet Victor 1-1 is a great shout. So we're going for the draw, and we're going to go for the 1-1 score prediction as well. As always, we love your suggestions, tips and hints. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to these videos on YouTube. You're going to get more match previews as the season goes on. We've had some great winners this season. We've had a 12-1 winner, we've had a 10-1 winner. You know, we do put up bigger price tips as well as those short price ones. We've got the Monday night preview going up as well for Spurs versus Villa, which should be an interesting game. You can see a good value bet on that preview if you just follow the link and click and have a watch. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.